in my office. They will discuss about the Pahang paper. I mean, their state paper for 2016. Yeah, just wait for a while, and then the class should be able to start in few minutes. Yeah, because I have one student cannot join, so I trying to assist him. I guess next week will be the last week of doing the virtual class until next week will be the last week, and then next year maybe I will doing some tutoring class, but I'm not yet set out any date yet. So today we discussed about paper 1. And next week will be paper 2. Yeah, it's for SPM. It's not for IGCSE. I see some students from YouTube. We have 21 viewers from YouTube as well. Okay, so I guess the class will actually start in 1 minute. So yeah. Okay, then he's here already. So okay, so we will start the class. Okay, so first thing I will share the question to you. I hope all of you can see the question. And then as usual, I will start my screen recording. Yeah, so the class will actually start in 5 seconds. All right, so today we are going to discuss about the Pahang Trial Paper, and then this is paper 1 for Additional Mathematics. I guess this is a 2016 paper. Yeah, so let's have a look on the first question. The first question basically is a set question. So the relation from the set A is -1. Okay, so let me just I write out to at least give you some idea. So you have -2, -1, 2, 4, 5. And then you have another one. This is set A. This is set B. B is 1, 4, 15, 25. And let me just connect them. Okay, so the question says -2 to 4. So -2 I'm going to connect to the 4. And -1 is connected to the 1. And 2 is connected to the 4. And then 4 is connected to the 16. And then 5 is connected to the 25. All right, this is what I have it from the pair here. So the first one, 1A, the question basically asks about the object of 4. Okay, so you should know the first one we call, the set A is we call objects. And then this one we call image. All right, so when they say object of 4, That's mean this is object, this is image. That's mean the image must be 4. So they want to know what is the object of 4. So they want to find what is the object of 4. So that means your image should be 4. So your image 4 here, you have 4. This one is image 4, right? So your object should be -2 and 2. So maybe you can write like this, -2 and 2. Then close bracket. Both of these is the object of 4, right? You should get the idea. And then codomain, this one is, so you should know the set A is always the domain. And then the set B is basically is codomain. Okay, so yeah, so this is how you work it. So the question actually asks about codomain of the relation. So codomain is basically is just everything in the set B, 1, 4, 16, 25. Okay, this is what we call codomain. And whether this is a function or not, whenever we want to call it as a function, it must obey one-to-one rule and many-to-one rule. You cannot be one-to-many or many-to-many, but you can many-to-one. Okay, let me just write nicely, many-to-one. So yes, so therefore, do you see -2 and 2 both go into the 4? This one called many-to-one. Right, so this is many-to-one, so yes. And the other is just one-to-one, so definitely yes. Unless you have one-to-many or many-to-many, then it's not considered as a function. Yeah, if you don't write the bracket, I think maybe you will be minus mark. So just write a bracket in this topic. Okay, so let's move on to the question number 2. Okay, so yeah, this is function, and I guess it's very easy. So you just need to understand the f square here basically mean ff. Okay, it's basically mean ff3 equals to 18. So what I will do is I try to find ffx. So fxx means substitute fx into the fx. So I will have 2x plus b. What is my x here will be fx. My fx is 2x plus b. So you have 4x plus 2b plus b. So you have 4x plus 3b. Okay, so since the x is equal to 3, so I will have 3 plus 3b equals to 18. So 3b equals to 12 minus 12, you will get 6. So b equals to 2. Right, it's very simple, and you just get 2 marks from it. Okay, so let's move on to the question number 3. It's given that the function hx equals to 2 plus 5x, kx equals to that one. All right, so yeah, in order to solve this one, maybe the first one, I h -1, I mean inverse h7, I let this one equals to y. Then you can actually see when I move my h inverse to the other side, it becomes hy. So that means hy will equals to 7. Okay, so I have actually something like hx equals to 2x. I mean 2 plus 5x. So what I can do is maybe I let this one equals to x lah. Then you will actually see the things better. So if I let this one equal to x, so you actually see the hx. So if hx equals to 7, your hx is 2 plus 5x. So it equals to 7. Then this one is 5x equals to 5. Then x is equals to 1. It's very easy. And then you want to do the k inverse, then this one have no choice. You have to do the k inverse. So I will do something like I will let kx equals to y. Then I move the k to the other side. It's just k inverse y. All right, so this is my objective to get the x as a subject. So I will start from the kx. Kx is px minus 10 equals to y. So px equals to y plus 10. So x is equals to this one. That's why I want to make x as a subject. So therefore, my k inverse y is equals to y plus 10 over p. So now we can go back to this equation. Let me change color. So therefore, my K inverse 2 equals to H2. K inverse 2 is equals to 2 plus 10. That means my Y here actually changed into the 2. Okay, 2 plus 10 over P. H2 just substitute into 2 plus 5, 2. Substitute into half X. So this one is basically 12 over 12, P equals to 1. All right, this question is not so easy, but it's not so hard as well, if you get the idea. Okay, number 4. It's given that the x-axis of the tangent, the x-axis is the tangent to the curve. All right, so you have something like this and then find a positive value. So if x-axis is a tangent to the curve, it's either look like this or it might maybe look like this. That means they only touch one point on the x-axis. So touch one point in MF, we have one formula for touching one point, which is b squared minus 4ac equals to 0. Right, and touching on x-axis means what? Touching on x-axis means y equals to 0. This is the idea. Or you can say fx equals to 0. So it's the same thing. So now basically I will have mx squared plus 3m minus 5x plus m is equal to 0 because my fx equals to 0. Then now I substitute b squared minus 4ac. b is 3m minus 5 squared minus 4, a is m, c is m, equal to 0. I just need to solve this one, then I can easily get my values of m. This is 9m squared minus 30m plus 25 minus 4m squared equals to 0. Then I'm 9m squared and 4m squared, I have 5m squared minus 30m plus 25 equals 0. Then I just factorize this thing quickly. So this one should be 5m and m. This one should be 5 and minus for both. Yep, it's correct. So m equals to 1 or m equals to 5. All right, this is how we do. Even though I guess the question trying to confuse you by add another so-called minimum point. So minimum point means this graph it doesn't exist. It must be like this. So a lot of students see minimum point and then they're trying to do some dy dx over here equals to 0. But then it's quite tough for you to do the dy dx if you don't have any coordinates which will give you the x value. Okay, so therefore this is 1 and 5. You just need to understand whenever tangent is a very important keyword here, trying to tell you b squared minus 4ac equals to 0. Okay? Okay, so let's go to the question number 5. Okay, the diagram 5 will show the graph functions for this one. So you should know basically this equation is very familiar. You should feel very familiar about this equation because it's completing the square. Okay, since this is completing the square, so if completing the square, this equation actually tells us what? Completing the square can always tell us the minimum coordinate and minimum and maximum coordinates. Right, so I know I can actually get my x value inside the bracket here. So I mean inside this bracket should be able to tell me what is my minimum x value. So in order to find that, you always let always do something like this, like x minus 3 equals 0 and x equals to 3. Or some reference book actually just ask you to remember, if you see negative 3, they just opposite symbol become positive 3. If you see positive 3, just inverse become negative 3. It's sort of the idea. And then you should know this one at the same time is also an acid symmetry. Yeah, this is a lot of information for completing a square. So therefore, I know my point here is x equals to 3. My minimum should passing through 3 and the y is given me is 5. So what is the y value in your completing a square equation is at the back here, which is the equation do not have x. Okay, this is, so over here they call it constant. Or there's sometimes it also means without x. All right, also mean without x. So therefore, I know my 2k minus 6 is equal to 5. So 2k equals to 11, k equals to 11 over 2. All right, the question asks you to state the acid symmetry. We already did, which is x equals to 3. And then find a minimum value, given a minimum value of function is 5. So it asks you to find the k. We just did. K equals to 11/2. Okay, so I guess just like this. So I hope you can understand. Actually, there's a lot of questions in my YouTube channel there. I guess, yeah, I trying to be not so fast, but then there's 25 questions I will need to finish in 2 hours. It's quite challenging for me as well because I need to explain it at the same time. Yeah, so yep. So let me just move on to the number 6. It's given that the right cylinder have the height of 6 centimeters. So definitely over here you should know how your cylinder look like. This is cylinder. All right, and then the question tell you the height basically is 6 centimeters is a height. And then obviously in this case, the radius is r, which is not given. All right, so and then find the range values of r for the total surface area of the cylinder. Total surface area must exceed 224 pi. All right, so just in case you do not know about area for cylinder, it's just like 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h. Okay, so if you want to know like why I get 2 pi r square, because one of the circle here is pi r square. The other circle at the bottom is another pi r square. So if pi r square plus pi r square, I get 2 pi r square. And then how I get 2 pi r h is because if the middle part you open up, actually is a rectangle. But then for the rectangle, the length here is actually a circumference, which is 2 pi r. You're trying to rotate the length here, actually you will get the circumference here. You get the circumference here, which is 2 pi r. And then we multiply the height, right? In order to get the area. So you'll get 2 pi r h. So this is how the area formula for cylinder come out. Anyways, let me come back to this one. So they say total surface area equals to 224 pi. All right, so I will just substitute 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h. I have the h here, which is 6, bigger than 224 pi. All right, so I will just multiply the 6 with 2, and then I get 12. Okay, maybe I make this one simple. No need to do so many steps. I divided 2 pi for every single one. Why I want to divide 2 pi? Because I just want to simplify the equation, make it look easier. 2 pi and 2 pi I simplify, I left r square. All right, 2 pi and 2 pi I simplify, I left 6r. Okay, bigger this one, pi and pi I simplify, 2 I simplify here, I get 112. So I just move to the other side lah. Minus 112 is bigger than 0. And then I'm trying to factorize this one. So this one should be r. 112 should be something to do with 14 and 8. Let me see, 14 multiply 8. 8, 14, 32. Yeah, 112. Okay, so I will use 14 and 8. So in order to get positive, I will get positive, negative. So therefore, because this is inequality, so I will write the 8 here and negative 14 here. And you will get it's bigger, means it's two direction. So therefore, I know r should be bigger than 8 or r should less than negative 14. But since the r is a radius, so I will reject this answer. Because r cannot be negative, so I will reject that. So I only have this answer. So r is bigger than 8 is my final answer. All right, you must get the idea how to do this one. It's not too hard. So, but then you need to have some knowledge about range. Okay, so let's go to the question 7. I guess this is indices. So okay, I have something like this. So I will simplify because the 32, I know 32 basically is 2 power of 5. And I know 8 basically is 2 power of 3. So I can change everything in 2 power of something. Then it's very good news for me because it will be very easy. So this is 2 power of 3 bracket negative x equals to 2 power of 5 over 2 power of x. And then you can cross over multiply, or if you understand divide actually mean minus in the powers, then it should be very easy for you. X minus 3 divide itself mean negative. Right, so over here you should have negative 24. Yeah, you should have, this is not 8. What am I writing? This one should be x. This one should be negative 3x. So minus negative 3x. So it's equals to 2 power of 5 minus x. All right, then since both sides have 2 already, you can cancel out the 2 and then just compare their power. This one is plus 3x, 4x. So you get 4x minus 3 equals to 5 minus x. So 5x is equals to 8, x equals to 8 over 5. All right, this is just do like this. It should be very easy. Okay, so let me just move on. Okay, some students might feel a little bit laggy. I hope your internet connection should be okay. Yeah, this one actually is quite tough for 3 marks because I just did it just now. I mean, there's so many things and it only give you 3 marks. So I'm trying to like make this one look easier a bit. So, okay, so 2. So you want to solve this the whole equation and then in terms of log 10x and log 10b. B is a constant. X obviously is a variable. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to separate them. This is log 10 3 plus log 10 square root x. Okay, square root x, if you understand, is x power half. Okay, and then I minus the this one is basically is log 10 4. Okay, so divide mean minus log 10 3 x squared. Okay, 3x squared over here, if you want to separate, you can still separate here because 3x squared means log 10 3 plus log 10 x squared. And then close bracket and then close bracket again. Okay, then I will plus. This one definitely you need to change to log 10. So I will change the base here. So log 10 over log 10. So 4x cubed is on the top here and 100 is at the bottom here. All right, so yeah, we have a lot of things to expand here. So first thing is I'm trying to multiply 2 into the both here. So I will basically get 2 log 10 3 plus 2 log 10 x power half. And if I move the half to the front here, you basically multiply with 2, you will get 1 later. Okay, just give you some idea. Okay, so the negative I will leave outside first because here actually it's a bit confusing. So this is log 10 4 minus log 10 3. Okay, this one is not equal to log 10 1. You please do not minus like this. And then you minus because negative for both. This is log 10x squared. Okay, this one should be, yeah, it's multiply. That means you can plus, you can join them, you can separate them. X cubed over this log 10 100 equals to 2 because log 10 100 is 10 square. You try to imagine a square you can move in front, then you basically log 10 is 1, so you get 2 multiply 1. So this is the reason why I will get 2 here. All right, so the 2 here, in order to save time, I will actually solve. Divide 2 means what? Means basically you multiply 1 over 2. You multiply 1 over 2 for, okay, you multiply 1 over 2 for both. So you multiply half here and multiply half here. So what happened here is basically you have to solve one by one. Okay, so now that's why I say so many things to do for 3 marks. The people who count this question is a bit crazy. So what I will do is whatever have x, I will join them together. Okay, so whatever have x, I will join them together. So I will use the blue color. This one have x. Do you see the x inside there? Okay, so the negative I will multiply into every single one. So therefore, you see the negative I will multiply into every single one. So therefore, this one is become negative, this one become positive. Okay, so here have log 10x also. And then this one over here, I have log 10x also. So whatever have the log 10x, I will join together, and then a number I will solve after that. So therefore, this one you should understand they can simplify and become 1 already. There's nothing special. So this is log 10x plus this one is log 10x squared. Okay, over here, this is plus, this is 1 over 2. Of course, the 1 over 2 I can move to the top, become power. This is log 10x. The 1 over 2 move up, it just becomes 3 over 2. Okay, this is all the blue color thing I do. And then now I will join together with the constant, which is the term without the x. All right, this is all the term without the x here. Yeah, I hope you can see that it's not too messy. So therefore, this one is plus, this is log 10, 3 power of 2, minus log 10, 4, plus log 10, 3, plus the half I move to the top is log 10, 4 power of half. All right, then we're almost done. The last step I will do is I factorize out the log 10. Okay, if I factorize out, it become x multiply x squared. And then I multiply x power of 3 over 2. Okay, if you understand multiply, mean power is plus, right? This is power 1 plus 2 plus 3 over 2. Okay, and then this one I factorize out the log 10 as well. For the green color one, we'll factorize out the log 10 here. So therefore, you can see something like 3 power of 2 is 9. If you factorize, minus mean divide. Divide I will leave at the bottom, which is 4. Plus mean on the top, so I multiply 3. And then this one is 4 power of half, basically is 2. Okay, then I should be able to get the final answers very soon here. So therefore, I will actually get log 10 x power of, okay, this one have to plus 3, 3 is 6, 6 plus this one is 9 over 2, plus this one should be log 10, simplified 2, this one should be 27 over 2. All right, but then the question basically they want something like a log 10x. So that means I do not want to have power. My 9 over 2 I will move to the front, become 9 over 2. This is your final answer. Okay, so yeah, so therefore I would think this one is doing 3 marks is a bit crazy. Yeah, but then if you, of course you can do very fast, but if you can factorize out the log 10 at the same time. But then if I do like that, I just worry you can't understand. Yeah, so I will just do slowly. Yeah, actually you can do quite fast one if you can understand. So first thing is you move out to become the whole thing power of 2. Okay, then there's no more 2 here. And then log 100 here, you just change into log 10 over 2. And then over 2, if you understand this, this one means the whole thing multiply 1 over 2. So 1 over 2 you can move up, become power. Then everything in the log 10 already, then you just factorize out the log 10. After you factorize out the log 10, you can basically just separate the number with x. Yeah, you can do that. So yeah, you please try to do. If you still couldn't get the answer, maybe I can tell you. And this one I already checked the answer, and which is correct. Okay, so yeah, this is a log question. Yeah, maybe I can try to show you the faster way. Okay, so I just reply a message, yeah, because I have a call just now. So I just give me 5 seconds, I reply a message. Okay, so yeah, because I actually think this one actually is too many steps. Yeah, you can remember the answer, and then I trying to use some faster way to actually solve this one. I'm not 100% sure I can actually do it faster, but I just want to show you there is a faster way, but then you must be very good in log, then you should be able to do that. Okay, let me just do this one very fast, because yeah, I have to show the simplest way first, then only I can show you the faster way. Okay, if I do this one myself, so what I will do is, this is log 10, and then the 2 I move to the top, it just become whole thing power of 2. And then minus, this is log 10, I will just leave it like this because it look very nice. And then I will plus, this one just now I changed the base already, this one basically equal to log 10 4x squared. 4x cubed over log 10 100. Log 10 100, just now I show you, this is 2. Okay, so if you understand this is 2, now 2, you should understand is same meaning with multiply with 2. Multiply with half. Multiply a half is same idea with the whole thing divide 2. Then the half, actually I can move up, become the power. So if I move up, become the power, what will happen here is it will become the whole thing power of half. Okay, then what I will do is I will factorize out the log 10. And then whatever minus mean at the bottom, plus mean at the top. So square, I can square for both. So if I square 3, I get 9. I square root, I will get x. Right, then this one is 4 over 3x squared, right at the bottom. And then the whole thing here is basically multiple. So square root 4, power half means square root, right? So square root 4, you get 2. And then this one, x is power 3 over 2. Okay, so if you can understand until this step, then I will do log 10. Okay, 2 multiplied with 9 is 18. Okay, so this is x power of 1. So power of 1, and then this is power of 1, and then this is power of 3 over 2. So it will be 5 over 2. Okay, over 4 over 3x squared. And then the next thing is I just solve the fraction at the bottom. So this one is mean divide change into multiply means the bottom one will multiply the top one. So therefore I will have something like, okay, 3 multiplied 18 is 54, and then x plus another 2 will be 9 over 2 over 4. Okay, so if you understand this one, basically I can simplify it, become 2 and 27. So this one I can say is log 10, 27 over 2 multiply with x 9 over 2. Then I got the final answer, which is log 10, 27 over 2 plus log 10 x 9 over 2. The 9 over 2 I will move in front, and then this is exactly the answer I will get. So if you can do log very fast, yeah, this method might be quite simple for you, but you must understand about indices, and then you must make sure you actually do the log carefully. Don't make the mistake over here. So yeah, you will get the same answer as well. Okay, so yeah, just do not waste too much time on the log question. I will move on to the question 9. Okay. Okay. This one, how to pronounce this name? Firdaus. Okay. So I just call it F and A lah. Yeah, this is Ishar. All right. So okay, let me just, because I'm just not so good in pronunciation. So okay, F and A decide to save some money each month, starting on January. So F actually save 80 cents for each month. So A actually save in such a way that she have 1 cent at the end of the January, and total is a very important keyword here. Okay, so a total of 2 cents is end of February, and total of 4 cents is end of March, and so on. So the total amount she have saved at the end of the month is twice of total amount from the previous month. So for the A, you should have a progression which is 1, 2, 4, and then maybe continue will be A continuous. And then something very confusing is because of the word total here, I know this one is not the second term. This one is basically the first term plus the second term. So this one actually is S2. This one basically is S3 because it's total. They sum up together. This is a total saving is half. So this one basically is S3. I mean S4. Because the first time when I do it, I thought this one is actually the fourth term. I just assume it's basically a T4, something like this. But then it's total, means this one is the fourth month. He already saved about 8 cents. So this is the idea of total. All right. So, okay. So find how much in the cent this A saved during the June. So yeah. So what I will do is so I will just do T6 because T6. Okay. T6 means I want to find the sixth term now. I want to find the sixth term because I cannot use S6 because you were very confused with the S formula. because T6 means the sixth term over here is the total saving from the first month to the last month. Okay, so over here I will just do the, okay, my A is basically 1 and my R is basically 2. So AR n minus 1, so it will be AR and then n minus 1, which is 6 minus 1. Oh, 6 minus 1 is 5, sorry. So therefore, you will actually get 2 power of 5, which is 32 cents. Yeah, that's mean on the June itself, yeah, the A actually is already saved 32 cents. So now the second part, who will save more at the end of the year? So that's mean end of the year, if I find for A, so I just do T12. Because T12 means the savings, T12 actually means sum from the first month until the 12th month. Because the total actually means, yeah, the total saving. So I will do T12. T12 basically is A and then R, ARN minus 1, right? Yeah, it's ARN minus 1. This is just the formula. Right, so it's a bit messy. I write so close. Yeah, so my N is 12 minus 1 is 11. So A's total 12 month saving should be 2048, isn't it? Okay, let me just use calculator to double confirm this one. 2 power of 11, 2 power of 11. Yeah, 2048. So therefore, okay, this one is the total saving for A. Okay, then I want to know the total saving for F. Okay, F actually saved 80 cents for each month. So it saved 80 cents for each month. So 12 months, I just multiply 12. Then you will get 960 cents. All right, so the question says who will save more at the end of the year by how much? So obviously, I will say Aisha will actually save more, and then by how much? So I will use 2048 minus 960. Then I should get 1088 cents. So you can say by 1088 cents. All right, this is how we do this question. Okay, so yeah, if you understand, then I will move on to the next one. Okay, this question is a bit tricky as well, but I will try to explain this one. Okay, for diagram 10, show a pendulum release from the position OP. Okay, I guess it's OP. Okay, so the pendulum will swim freely through the angle in a sequence. So you basically have the angle in this sequence. 70 degree, 56 degree, 44.8 degree, and 35.84 degree. Right, so from here, if I see this one, I know it's impossible, it's AP already, because it won't suddenly have the decimal. Of course, if you still want to test, you can actually do some minus, but I know it's GP. So I will do A is 70, and then I will do R. R is very easy. I use the second term divided by first term. And then I will get 4 over 5 divided by 14. Yeah, I guess 56 over 70. Yeah, it's 4 over 5. And then I always will double check, see whether my R is correct or not. So I'm trying to use 44.8 divided by 56. 44.8 divided by 56, and I get 4 over 5 as well. That means I know my R is confirmed correct already, which is 4 over 5. Right, my 4, it doesn't look so nice. Let me just rewrite it again. 4 over 9. All right, so I have this one already. Now the question actually asks me, calculate the total angle that the pendulum cover before it stopped completely. Okay, before it stopped completely, this one is actually it's a little bit tricky because a lot of students, they do not know which term actually it will stop. So what you can try to do is, maybe you can try to do Tn equals 0, because 0 means actually, yeah, it stopped completely. You have no angle at all. So if you have no angle means 0, but then you will see some problem is because it's GP. GP cannot equal 0. Why? if I do A R n minus 1 equals to 0. Of course, I will get 4 over 5 n minus 1 equals 0. Because 0 divided by 70, I still get 0. And then in order to find n minus 1, you will need to use log. Then this is a reason why you can't get 0. Because log 0 basically will give you math error. Mean you cannot solve log 0 in mathematics. So therefore, I can give you some hints. Is something like this. If you see GP question, and you see GP question, first you must see GP question. Second, if R is less than 1, and then the question asks you to calculate until the value becomes very, very small. In this case, just stop. It's very close to 0. What you do is you do sum of infinity. Okay, this is when you should apply the sum of infinity, because the value becomes smaller and smaller and smaller, so it will go up to infinity. But then the infinity value is very small until the value you doesn't care at all. So you can just apply the infinity formula, A over 1 minus R. So my A is 70 degrees, 1 minus 4 over 5. So you get 70 over 1 over 5. The 5 you multiply here is total should be 350 degrees. Okay, yeah, this question is a bit tricky because a lot of students just don't think this is sum of infinity, but in fact, it is sum of infinity. So what is the difference between log and log? Okay, LOG, normally, what is LG? When I write LG, stand for log 10. Okay, this one in math, in AddMath, they call common log. But normally in SPM, actually, they will write LOG. They will write LOG 10. But if I write LOG, it also stands for log 10. But then LOG you can use for other terms. You can use LOG 7. This one means log base 7. Okay, but I cannot write LG 7. LG already stands for log 10 already. It's sort of the short form. All right, since you asked me, so I just trying to explain to you. But it's nothing to do with this question. Okay, so yeah, that's all for this question. So I'm going to move on. Okay, diagram 11 shows the straight line with the graph is log 10 against the log x. The variable x and y are related by the equation. So you have an equation which is y equals to hx cubed, where h is the constant. So convert this one into a linear form. So in order to convert this one into the linear form, so what I will do over here is, because in order to have my linear form, my y must be log 10y, my x must be log 10x. So what I will do is I add the log 10 for both sides. Okay, then this one should be log 10y, and then this is multiply here, isn't it? Multiply tells us that we can actually subtract them by use a plus. Okay, this is power of 3. So power of 3 in log world, we can bring it to the front. Then we get something like this. So because this is linear form, must be y equals to mx plus c. I always check, is it correct? My y is log 10y. Yes, correct. My x here is log 10x. Yes, correct. Okay, so now I know my gradient is equals to 3. Okay, so however, this question basically asks you to convert in the linear form, and then you already got it in the linear form. This one is the answer. And then find the value of log 10h. So log 10h over here is just 2, because log 10h is basically the vertical intercept. And just now I said this is c, right? So therefore, log 10h is just equals to 2. Answer is just 2. And then they ask you to find k. Okay, k is a bit tricky. So if you know the log 10h equals to 2, so what I will do here is I will just substitute this value into the equation. But when you substitute this value in the equation, a lot of students will make this common mistake. They will actually do something like this. Log 10(6) equals to 3 log 10k plus 2. And then the way they write, they actually find out, it seems no problem. But this is the big problem here. Because what? Because in this coordinate here, k6, the k itself, you have to refer back to your x-axis. k itself actually represents log 10x. The 6 over here actually represents by log 10y. You can see that this is not the graph on the x-axis and y-axis. If this is the graph in the x-axis and y-axis, then your k6, you substitute like this is correct. But then this one is not. So therefore, if you substitute the y and x into here, this is wrong. So how to substitute? You should substitute the whole thing here. That means my log 10y is equal to 6. That whole thing equals to 6. And my log 10x equals to k. So the whole thing here equals to k. Okay? This is how you should do to find the k. So I move the plus 2, you get 4 equals to 3k. K equals to 4 over 3. Okay, please do not substitute k and 6 into your y and x, which is not the y and x in this case. It's log 10x and log 10y. Yeah, I hope you basically understand this. So let me move on to question 12. Okay, solve the equation for this one. So I will need to solve this equation. So what I will do first is I will move the 2 to the other side first. So I will just like 1.2516 over 2. 1.2516 divided by 2. So I will actually get, 1.2516 divided by 2. So basically I will get 0. After divide, I will get 0.6258. Then what I will do is I will move my sign to the other side. So I get 2x minus 10. It's just shift sign, that value. I hope it gives you very nice angle. So I will shift sign, make sure you calculate it in degree. So yeah, it's not really nice angle, but it doesn't matter. This is 38.74 degree. Okay, then this one is a tricky part. Because what? Whenever you see 2x, actually represent later, when you solve, you will have more than 4 answers. And I mean, yeah, it might be more than 2 answers in this case. So 2x over here, I always tell my student mean rotate 2 rounds. And then my student will always ask me, what's the meaning for rotate 2 rounds here? So basically means here, like this. If this is sine, sine will get positive. Add sugar to coffee. Sine will get positive in the first and second quadrant. Okay, this one is the first round is from 0 to 90, 90 to 180, 180 to 270, and then go back to 360. Okay, this is how you rotate your first round. This is 180. And then you need to rotate again the second round. So here will be 360. And then this one will be plus 90. Plus 90 is 450. This is 540. And then this one will be 630. And then go back to the 720. Okay, this is the second round. So for the second round, I will choose these 2 positions as well. So this is how I do. 2x minus 10. So this first one is 38.74. Is correct. In the second quadrant is 180 minus angle. So I will use 180 minus 38.74. So I will get 141.26. And then I rotate second round again. So if I rotate second round, the first quadrant is called 360 plus angle. This one is called 540 minus angle. Okay, so how do I remember this? You just remember, if this is angle, right, in the second round, everything plus 360. Here you plus 360 as well. So therefore, this is how you get 540 and 360 plus angle. So I will use 360 plus 38.74. So I will actually get 398.74. And then I will use 540 minus 38.74. And then I get 501.26. All right, why do I get the angle beyond 360? Because at the end, I want to find x. When I want to find x, I need to divide 2 for all my angle here. So therefore, I will actually find the value beyond the 360 first. And then after I divide 2 back, so I will get the value still within the range. Okay, so what I will do here is, in order to find an x, all the angle here, I will plus 10 degree, and then I will divide 2. Okay, so I will just do something like this. the answer, you have it plus 10 degree and then over 2. Because of minus 10 multiply 2 here. So I move to the other side, it's plus 10 over 2, right? So I will do something like 38.74 plus 10 and then divided by 2. So the first angle I get is 24.37. And I do the same for the rest. Plus 10 divided by 2. So I will get 75.63. And then 398.74 plus 10 divided by 2. So I will get 204.37. And then this one is 501.26 plus 10. And then divided by 2. I get 255.63. And then you find out all my answer over here is within the range. It's between 0 to 360, isn't it? So therefore, I will have 4 answers for this question. Okay, so yeah. So that's all for this question. Yeah, if you're not familiar with rotating 2 rounds, whenever you see 2x or 3x in your angle over there, you always need to rotate 2 rounds or 3 rounds. If 3 rounds, you mean you plus another 360 for all the angle here. If the third round is becomes 720 plus angle, and then this one is just plus 360 lah, then you will get 900 minus angle. This is the third round. But so far in SPM, I guess second round is a maximum already. They won't go until the third round or fourth round. Okay, so yeah, let me just move on. Yeah, today is a little bit slow because yeah, question 13 right now. Okay, this one is a little bit unusual, and then yeah, but then I will still teach you. Accused angle, whenever you see accused angle, this one means first quadrant, the angle in the first quadrant. Because accused angle means the angle between the 0 to 90. So what I will do first is I will actually draw the triangle in the first quadrant. This is my angle. And then this one is 90 degree, definitely. And then cos is 1 over 2. Cos is what? Adjacent over hypotenuse. 1 over 2. And then this one, just use Pythagoras, 2 square minus 1 square. This one should be square root 3. All right, so, but then you will see something very weird here. You will see something like sine 90 minus angle. Yeah, a lot of students, when they see this one, they will assume this one is actually sine A plus B. Yeah, actually no need to assume. It is like this. But then you don't need to do until so difficult. Because this one is sine A cos B plus cos A sine A. Plus cos A sine B. So, because only 3 marks for 2A and B, so it should have some easier way to do. Okay, this is how we actually do the easier way. Because the whole triangle is 180. If here is 90 degree, I know this angle itself, this angle over here is called 90 minus angle, isn't it? This angle itself is called 90 minus angle. You just imagine how to find this angle. It's 180 minus 90 minus this one, isn't it? So if 180 minus 90 degree minus delta, we get 90 minus angle. So therefore, you should understand the 90 minus angle means the other angle on your triangle. All right, you must get the idea. If you got this idea, then everything will be very easy. Okay, so I will do the sine cos tangent for angle and 90 minus angle. So my sine angle, sine is OH, square root 3 over 2. My cos angle is AH, is 1 over 2. My tangent angle, which is OA, so it's square root 3. Then I'm going to do the same thing for sine 90 minus angle. If sine 90 minus angle, I will focus, now this is my angle on the top. My O actually is 1. Okay, so it's 1 over 2. So, and then I will do the same thing for cos 90 minus angle. Then you pay attention on 90 minus angle. AH, adjacent is square root 3. And then hypotenuse is 2. Okay, then I do the same thing for tangent 90 minus angle. Tangent is OA. O is 1. A is square root 3. It's 1 over square root 3. Okay, I got everything ready. Then I just substitute in here. So the first one, this one, cos angle is 1 over 2. Sine 90 minus angle is 1 over 2. So the first one answer is just 1 over 4. Then same thing for this one. 2 tangent angle. Tangent angle which is square root 3. Plus tangent 90 minus angle is 1 over square root 3. Then this one I will need to simplify them. Mean I make both of them have the square root 3. This is over 1, right? So multiply square root 3, I should get 6 plus 1. Okay, so I get 7 over square root 3. Okay, if you don't get the idea, maybe I can slow down a little bit. So this is 2 square root 3 over 1, isn't it? If I multiply square root 3 and multiply square root 3, okay, so the bottom I get square root 3. Square root 3 times square root 3, you will get 3. 3 multiply 2, you get 6. Okay, this is how I get 6 here. Okay, so yeah. So this is the answer for this part. So if you understand, it won't be too difficult. Okay, let me just move on. Okay, the question 14. Given that the area of the sector, so what is the difference? No. Okay, so, okay, I'm a bit lost. So the area of sector, so the question tell you this area basically is 36 centimeters square. POQ, and then arc length is 12. And then the question basically asks you to find radians. So yeah, I guess it shouldn't be too hard. Okay, so first I will do the S equals to R theta. Wow, this is simultaneous. Okay, S equals to R theta is for arc length. My arc length is 12, my R is unknown, and my theta is unknown. But since I want to find the theta, so I will just make R as a subject. So R equals to 12 over theta. All right, then I will use the area of sector formula. Half equals to R squared theta. So my area is 36. Half my R basically is 12 over theta square theta, because I want to find the theta, right? Half I move to the other side and multiply 2, and then 12 I get 144 over theta square, and then multiply with theta. So I will just simplify the theta with the theta. So I move to the other side, theta equals to 144 over 72, theta equals to 2. So it's 2 radian. Yeah, it's a little bit weird, but I guess my answer should be correct. Yep, my answer is correct. Okay, so yeah, because I thought 2 marks should be very easy, but then it's not as easy as I think. Okay, so let me move on to the question 15. Okay, diagram 15 show the position of two houses P and Q. So the coordinates of the house P and the house Q are, so we have the coordinate here, which is 1, 4. Oh, sorry, it's negative 1, 4. And Q is 3, 6. Respectively. So there's a rose garden situated along the straight road with which connects to the two houses. So the distance of the rose garden to P, rose garden R to the P is basically in the ratio 2, 1. And okay, so here is 2, here is 1. So this one, yeah, find the coordinate. Basically, this one is just the normal ratio formula. This one should be negative 1, 4. And then this one should be 3, 6. And then you should have a coordinate on the middle, which is unknown. I call it R, which is X and Y. And then you have a ratio here, which is 2 and 1. Oops, so I actually draw it wrongly. Never mind, draw again. So R should be here, X, Y. So the ratio here is 2, ratio here is 1. And then I just use a ratio formula. It's nothing very fancy here. So just remember, always multiply the further one. Always multiply the further one. All right, so I will just say 2 multiply 3 plus 1 multiply negative 1 over total ratio 2 plus 1. This is X. Then I do the same thing for Y. So 2 multiply with 6. So 2 multiply with 6. And 1 will multiply with a Y here. So plus 1 multiply with 4 over 2 plus 1 should equals to XY, which is the coordinate R. Okay, so I just solve this one. And then, okay, this is 6. 6 minus 1 is 5, 5 over 3. And this one will be 12. 12 is 16. 16 over 3. 16 over 3. Okay, it cannot be. Yeah, this one should be a final answer. This one should be a coordinate R. Okay, so, okay. Yeah, I guess that's all for this one. Okay, so yeah, for the SBP paper 2, I will discuss it on the next Saturday. Okay, so for this one should be quite simple. Okay, so first thing is OQ equals to 2OP. So we know OP from the diagram, coordinate 3, 4, that's mean OP need to move 3 unit here, 4 unit go up, isn't it? So basically equals to 3, 4 for OP. Okay, so the question basically asked me to find OQ. So I know OQ equals to 2OP. So therefore equals to 2, 3, 4. So it's just 6A. Okay, it's kind of 1 mark only. And then given at point P is a reflection P1. The point P1 is a reflection of the point P on the y-axis. Okay, so reflection on this y-axis, that means that this point P will go into here. So this one should be -3 and 4. Right, so yeah, so therefore, from here, I know my OP1, that's means from O go into here, should be -3 and 4. Okay, so the question basically asked me to find QP1. So in order to do the QP1, I know this one is QO plus OP1. Okay, we have OQ. QO is just add a negative for both, and OP1 is on the top, is -3 and 4. So your final answer should be -9 and 4. All right, it's very easy. This one you just need to understand about log. I mean, you just need to understand about the vector. Okay, so move on. Okay. Okay, O to R is equals to 3B. And O to P equals to 2A. Okay. And then 2PQ equals to QR. I prefer to write in the ratio form. So I will always change it in the ratio form. I move my QR to the other side. This is 1, isn't it? And I move my 2 to the other side. Therefore, I know my PQ ratio QR equals to 1:2. So PQ should be 1. Here should be 2. Okay, this is a ratio. So therefore, the question asked me to do the QR. So I know QR, Q to R is this line. Okay, QR should be 2 out of 3 of PR. Should be 2 out of 3 of PR. If you can't see this one, you have to see, for QR actually take part of 2. But total PR actually have 3. So 2 out of 3, but total is 3, right? So yeah, I should get the idea lah. So this is 2 over 3. And then PR basically equals to PO plus OR. Okay, so PO plus OR. So PO is basically equals to -2A, OR equals to plus 3B. Then you just multiply, should be able to get the correct answer. So it should be -4 over 3A and then plus 2B. Okay, this is how we actually get QR. Oops, on the top they want the X and Y. Yeah, thanks for this one. So this one haven't finished. So this one should be -9I plus, it's -4, sorry. So it will be -4J. Yeah, thanks for reminding me of that also, because I didn't pay attention on this one. Okay, so yeah, some students actually asked me to discuss about Kelantan paper. Actually, today I want to choose a Kelantan paper rather than the Pahang paper. But then the Kelantan paper is all in Malay, and I just worry some question I couldn't answer. I couldn't understand what the question was because I already adapt to the English for so many years already. Yeah, because Kelantan do not have bilanguage; they only have Malay in the whole paper. Anyway, let me move on to the question 18. Okay, this one should be quite easy. Okay, for A, what I do is I just factorize out the 2, 1, 5, hx. So this is 2. 1, 5 hx basically equal to 4. So this one equal to 8. It's just 1 mark. Yeah, you should know integration, the constant value, you can always take it out. Right, then for the second part is the same thing. Yeah, for the second part over here, I will just do something like this is 1 to 2 hx plus, okay, here this one is 2 to 5 hx plus 2 to 5, I just expand it, kx equals to 11. Okay, so you should know something like this. If this is a to b, I will call it anything, maybe gx. Plus, over here, if this is b to c, gx. Whenever they are same gx, first there must be same gx, and then you can see the b here actually connecting them. So I can say this one is a to c gx. Okay, this is one of the rule in integration. So this rule actually apply in my case here. You can see both is hx. And this is 1 to 2, this is 2 to 5. So I can say this one, the whole thing is 1 to 5 hx. And then this one, I will just integrate it. So what's, oh, this is k, it's not kx. I cannot simply add a, oh, this is kx. Okay, that means I have to integrate this one, become kx squared over 2. And then this is 5, 2, here is 11. Okay, then I will move on over here. 1 to 5 hx equals to 4. Plus this one is just substitute 5 into x is 25k over 2. Substitute 2 into that is minus 4k over 2 equals to 11. Then I will have 21k over 2 equals to 7. 11 minus 4 is 7. K equals to 7 multiply 2 over 21. So k equals to 1, 3, 2 over 3. Right, this is how we actually solve this 4-mark question. You must get the idea of integration. Yeah, this is a Pahang paper 1 for AddMath. And I guess it's 2016. Okay, question 19. Okay, y equals to 2x bracket, blah, 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 and then you want to do dy dx. For this one, whenever you can expand on it, just expand. Don't do product rule because it's going to waste so much time. So I multiply my x squared into both. I get x squared, 2x squared. I multiply 2x to the both. So I get 2x squared minus 12x. Then only I do a dy dx because it should be very easy, 4x minus 12. So they ask you to find a minimum value. Find the value of x when y is minimum. Minimum means dy dx equals to 0. This is part A. This is part B. Dy dx equals to 0. So your 4x should equals to 12. Your x should equals to 3. Yeah. Then they ask you to find the minimum value of y. Just substitute x back into the y equation. 2x squared minus 12x. This is your y equation. And your x will be 3. Because 3 is the minimum x value. It's a minimum x value. So if you substitute it back into the y, you can actually get the minimum y value. Okay, this is the logic lah. All right, so therefore y equals to 9 is 18 minus 36. So y equals to negative 18. I hope my working is correct because this one should be quite easy. Okay, let's move on to the next one. The surface area of the sphere increase at the rates of 15 pi. So I know this one basically area and rate. So you should know this dA dt equals to 15 pi. All right, so find the rate of change of the radius. So the question actually asks you to find a dr dt. So as an instant when r equals to 10. Okay, so what I will do is, in order to do this one, I will try to form a change rule first. dr on the top, dt at the bottom. I know I still have a dA, so I will add the dA between here. So in order to do this, I already have this one. This one is 15 pi. Yeah, it's nothing very hard here. But then I don't have something to do with a and r. So I know the area for the sphere is 4 pi r squared. So I'm going to do a dA dr by myself. Mean I differentiate this one, I will get 8 pi r. And then the question tell me r is 10. 8 pi 10. So this one should be 80 pi. Okay, this is dA dr. It's 80 pi over 1. So dr dA, that means you just flip over, become 1 over 80 pi. So this one is 1 over 80 pi multiply 15 pi. So pi and pi simplify already. And then 15 divided by 80, you should get 3 over 60. If you want to write the unit, radius is centimeter per second. Okay, so it shouldn't be too difficult if you actually understand what I'm saying. Yeah, you just need to understand how to form the chain rule, and then you just need to remember the area of the sphere, and then you differentiate it. Yeah, that's all. Okay, still have 5 minutes, so just I still have 5 questions. Just let me break for a while. I go and drink some water because I have talked non-stop for 1 hour plus. Okay, so yeah, I will come back in 1 minute. Okay, I'm back here. Is it necessary to remember all the formula for area and volume? Yeah, I guess as an MF student, you should at least you should know the area and volume for cone, for cylinder, for sphere. Yeah, this is something very basic. Okay, let's come to the question 21 here. Okay, so for diagram 21, show the 7 cards. It's a different letter. So if 4 cards are chosen, find the number of possible arrangement. Arrangement is a very important keyword here because it's trying to tell you this is permutation. Okay, so in a row of the cards. So it's very easy. If you have 7 cards, you want to choose 4 cards. So it's just 7p4. I guess it's 840. 7p4. Yep, it's 840. So it's very easy. Just 1 mark. And then B. The number of this arrangement in which the end with the vowel. So you have 4 cards here. And then must be end with vowel. That's mean the last card over here, I must put the vowel card. Vowel you should know is A, E, I, O, U. All right, A, E, I, O, and U. So vowel in this case, we have A, we have U, we have I, we have E. So we have A, U, I, and E. So over here, for the last place over here, you have 4 cards. You want to choose 1 to put at the last place because you only can put a vowel in the last place. And then the first 3 cards, it doesn't give us any condition. So you just imagine there's a 4 card here. Is you just randomly choose 1 card. Let's say you choose E already. You still left 6 cards, isn't it? So you still left 6 cards. You have 3 places here. So you choose 3. And then you multiply them. All right, I guess it's 480. 6p4. I mean 6p3 multiply 4p1. 6p3 multiply 4p1. Yeah, it's 480. Okay, this is how we actually do the permutation. So you must get the idea. So because 7 card, you use 1 card already, you still left 6 card, and then you need to choose 3 card. Right, so I guess you should understand this one. Okay, so next one. Yeah, this one is quite tough for the part B. But if you see, if you already like try out so many so-called hard statistic question, it's actually quite similar also. Okay, the number of arrow X on each 200 page of the ebook was monitored. The result was summarized and shown below. So it means sum of the X for 200 book is 920, and sum of X squared for 200 page ebook is 5032. Calculate the mean and the standard deviation of the number of the arrow per page. So basically they ask you to do the mean. So you do the mean. So I know mean basically equals to sum of X over N. So sum of X is basically 920, for N is 200 page. Because they want each page, right? So I will use 920 divided by 200. And then I get 4.6. This is my mean. And then they ask me about standard deviation. Standard deviation formula is sum of X squared over N minus mean square. So my sum of X squared is given is 5032. N is given is 200. Mean I just found, which is 4.6 square. And I just solve this one. So it's 5032 over 200 minus 4.6 square. And then I square root my answer, I should get 2. Okay? Okay, then for the part B over here, a further 500 page of the ebook was monitored and it found the mean is 4.4 arrow and the standard deviation is 2.2 arrow. So find the mean and standard deviation of the number arrow per page for 250 page. All right, this one is a bit tricky. So now I have the summation of X for this one is a 200 page at the beginning. It's a 200 page here. So this one, the sum of X squared is for 200 page as well. So what I will do is I will find my so-called new mean. Okay, the question actually give me the mean is the 50 page one, the mean is 4.4. So what I will do is I apply the same thing. Sum of X over 50 page, I will get 4.4. This one I will call sum of X1 maybe. Sum of X1 is just 4.4 multiplied 50. Means now I have all the sum of X1. Okay, this one is for 50 page. 50 new page. Right. Then I will do the same thing for standard deviation. So I will do the same thing for standard deviation. So since the question tell me the standard deviation is 2.2. So yeah, it's square root. I want to find the sum of the new sum of X squared. So I'm going to add a 2 here. 50 page. And then mean it give me is 4. Is it 4.4? Yep, the mean is 4.4 square. So I will use this one to basically get my sum of X squared. So the first thing is, of course, I move the square root to the other side. It's just square. And then I move my 4.4 square. It becomes plus 4.4. And then I move my 50 to the other side. So I get the sum of X squared, 2. So this one is 2.2 square plus 4.4 square multiply 50. So I get 1210. Sum of X squared, 2. Okay, you should know this is sum of X squared for 50 page. Okay, now the question actually asks us to find a mean and standard deviation for 250 page. So that means I will need to join them together. So if I want to join them together, what will happen is, okay, if I want to find a so-called new mean, I will just do sum of X, the old sum of X plus the new sum of X, which is 920 plus 220 divided by total page I have, which is 250. This is the reason why I want to find the for 50 page one. Okay, so you just do 920 plus 220 divided by 250. So yeah, I will actually get my new mean is 4.56. All right, then I will do this. I will find my new standard deviation as well. So it's just square root of sum of X squared. So for 250 page, right? So I will have to use the old one, 5032, plus the new one, 1210 divided by total 250 page. And then I have the mean for 250 page, which is 4.56 square. All right, this is how I solve this kind of question. 502332, sorry, plus 1210 divide 250 minus 4.56 square. and then square root answer, your answer should be 2.04. Okay, this is how actually we find a so-called a new mean and new standard deviation. So yeah, and then you of course you need to get the idea why suddenly they give you the mean and they give you a standard deviation, because they actually want you to know the mean, I mean the sum of x for the 50 page is how much, and then this one to help you to find the sum of x squared for 50 page is how much. Is how many. All right, so yeah, this is the idea. You might still feel very confusing. Yeah, but then this is how you do it. Okay, in a class of 20 students, with this question, you have to draw out the Venn diagram in order to make this question easy to understand. If not, it's like so hard. Okay, you have 20 students. So 4 of the 9 boys, and 3 of the 11 girls are in the elastic team. Okay, so a person from a class is chosen to be in a long jump event on a sport day. Okay, so what I will do is, I will draw out the 3 set. And then, yeah, maybe I draw out like this. Okay, this one will be the boy, this one will be girl. Okay, and then this one will be the elastic one, whoever joined here. So we have 9 boys here, we have 4 actually joined here. So here we left 5. So we have 11 girl, 3 actually joined here, and then we still left 8 here. Okay, so total is 20 students now. So find the probability that a person chosen is the female. Is the female, okay, maybe I don't want to use boy and girl. Since they use female, I will use female and male. All right, so, okay, find the probability that the person chosen is a female member of the elastic team. So you want the female, so maybe it's F. So basically you want the female, and then he also joined in the elastic team, which is this one, isn't it? So actually you're trying to find the probability for A intersect with F. And then this one is just 3 out of 20. Just total. All right. Then the second part, you want to find you want to choose the person who is a female or a member is a female or a member of elastic team. So what you need to do is, for female, you have to join all the female, or mean union. So you have to all the elastic team. So this one basically is A union with F. So you just see total how many you have. You have 4, you have 3, you have 8. So just plus together is 15 over 30. So over 20, sorry. So the final answer should be 3 over 4. Okay, this is how actually we solve this kind of question. Yeah, you must get the idea what is the meaning for or. Or actually means intersect, and actually or mean union. All right, so or actually mean union, and actually mean intersect. And actually mean intersect. All right, you must get this idea. Okay, so move on to the 24. The discrete random variable x have the binomial probability distribution with the n equals to 4, where n is the number of the try. Even at diagram 24 show the probability of the x. So therefore, you know all this value plus together must equals to 1, isn't it? So therefore, I have k is 1k, and then second one is 4k, and then the third one should be 6k. And then the fourth one is 4k again, and then it's k again, should equals to 1. This is how I get the k value, because this is probability. All plus together must equals to 1. So therefore, plus this is 10, 15, 16. 16k equals to 1, k equals to 1 over 16. Okay, then they want the probability is bigger or equals to 3. So you have probability x equals to 3 plus the probability x equals to 4, because your maximum is 4 only. X equals to 3, x equals to 3 is 4k. And then x equals to 4 is 1k. So total is 5k. And you know your k is 1 over 16. So therefore, your final answer should be 5 over 16. All right, so you just need to get the idea how to find k and all that. Okay, for the next one, which is the last one, we are quite fast because not yet 10 o'clock. Anyways, x is a continuous random variable representing the time taken in a minute for a group of students to resolve. So you have x, and then this is what, binomial or what? Okay, anyways, I know inside here one should be mean, this one should be mean, the other one should be variance. This one should be variance. N actually is not the binomial. N actually should be continuous random variable. Yeah, it have a name. It have a name for it. I kind of forget already. It doesn't matter. Okay, so therefore I know my mean over here is 6.7, and I know my variance is 1.44. But then in this topic, I always want to find my standard deviation. So I will square root 1.44 first. My standard deviation is 1.2. Because what? They asked me to find the z-score. If my z equals to x minus mean over standard deviation, isn't it? So my x is 8.2. My mean is basically 6.7. And my standard deviation is 1.2. Just like this. So you just need to understand that one. Divided by 1.2. So yeah, your final answer should be 1.25. Okay, then what we do next is the last part, the value of k. Okay, so the value of k when p. Okay, so this one I will always draw out the bell-shaped diagram. Okay, k less than means shade this direction is this one. So I guess the k should be somewhere here, because the area should look like 0.87. So here, this area over here is 0.8729. And then if you open up your z value table, there's no way you can get the probability bigger than 0.5. So 0.8 is nowhere to find. So in order to get the 0.87, so what I will do is I will use the total, which is 1, to minus the green color part here. So the green color part here, actually what we call is probability z is bigger than k. Yeah, then we actually will get 0.8729. Okay, so I will solve this one by move the 0.8729 to the other side. This one move here, become positive. So probability for z is bigger than k should be 1 minus 0.8729. Yeah, you will get 0.1271. And then this is probability, right? So what you need to do is you just go to your z value table to find what is that 1271. Okay, so I just find 1271 inside here. I mean 1271. Yes, I got it. Do you find out 1271 here? Okay, this one is called 1.1, and then at the top 1.14. All right, so therefore I know my k equals to 1.14, because the question actually asked me to find the values of k. Okay, yep, I guess that's all for today. Is there anything you want to ask me before I end the virtual class today? Yep. Is there any question or any problem? Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to find out the n things over there. Yeah, n means normal continuous random variable. Yeah, because just now I actually forget about this one. This one called normal. Yeah, called normal continuous random variable. continuous random variable. And then the whole things for this one, they have a name for it. They call parameter. Yeah, because sometimes actually they're trying to use some scientific name to confuse you. Yeah, you just remember this one is for, yeah, it's for normal distribution. It's for normal distribution. This one is always mean, and this one is always the variance. So you should know over here, this one is not standard deviation, and it's normal distribution. So yeah, thanks for that. I just got it. Question 24b, where do you get 4k plus k? Oh, where do I get from the table itself? Because for x equals to 3, then you focus on the 3 here. X equals to 3, that means you will get this probability. This probability should be 4k, isn't it? And then for x equals to 4, which is 1k, this is how I get the 4k and k. Yeah, I hope you do understand this. I actually got from the diagram itself. Yep, is there anything else you want to ask? If don't have, I guess, yeah, I will. Okay, so, and then just to do a quick summary for this parameter, you have another parameter in MF, which is the same topic. You will see a B. So this is N and P. This one, B actually stands for binomial distribution. So if this is B, so the value of this one is your sample space, which is how many number you have, and then this is the probability of success. Okay, this is different. Okay, so yeah, just do not confuse you. Whenever you see B or N, it's two different things. Okay, so can you teach normal distribution, use calculator? I don't really know how to use calculator because normally I will use the exact value table. It's easier for me. Yeah, okay. If that's the first thing, I will stop the screen recording first, and then I will stop. I will stop the screen sharing. Yes. Question 20, how do you define DA? Okay, so since student asked about question 20, yeah, whoever understand, maybe you can leave now. Some students cannot understand question 20, maybe I will just go back to the question 20. Okay, question 20, how do I define all this? Okay, first, of course, there's few ways you can actually know about all this, but since you asked me already, I'm going to explain it again for question 20. Okay, so first thing is, of course, if you can understand the whole sentence, this one trying to say about area. Area means dA. And then you see the word is rate. Rate means dt. dt is always at the bottom. So it's always at the bottom, so I know this one is dA dt. All right, if you couldn't understand the sentence, then you can see the unit. Do you see this? Here is cm squared per second. Cm square means for what? Cm square is for area. Per second means what? Per second means over time, isn't it? So this one is the area means dA. Over time means over dt. So the first one, this is how I get dA dt equals to 15 pi. Okay, then the second thing is I will just do as I say just now. They ask you to find the word. Do you see a word rate? Whenever you see the word rate, mean you write the dt at the bottom. Rate of change of radius. That means they want the change of radius. Radius is dr. I just assume radius is r, okay? Yeah. So if I want to do this one, I will do the change rule. This is how I do the change rule is I will draw two lines over here, and then I will add a multiply. Okay, so the one on the top here, I will write here. All right, the one at the bottom here, I will write here. And then whatever things on the middle here must be the same thing. Therefore, after you simplify these two, you still get back the same thing. This is the whole idea of doing this one. So dr dt. So what I do is I will write the dr here, and then multiply, I will write the dt here. And then from here, you should know you have a dA dt, right? So I write dA here. I said these two must be the same. This is how I form the chain rule. So after I form the chain rule already, I have dA dt already, which is 15 pi. But then I don't have dr dA. So I will try to form an equation which link A and R. And then this one tell me surface area of the sphere. So I know surface area of the sphere is 4 pi r squared. So I will just differentiate this one, dA dr. Then I will get 8 pi r. And the question tell me r basically is 10. So I will substitute equals to 80 pi. Okay, so after I get the dA dr, but then it's not useful here because this here they want dr dA. So if they want dr dA, I will just flip over dA dr, become 1 over 80 pi. So then I substitute everything here, 1 over 80 pi, multiply this is 15 pi, then I should be able to get the correct answer, which is 3 over 60. If you want me to write the unit, I know radius is a length, is cm, and bottom is over time, so I write per second. This is how I solve this kind of question. I hope my explanation can make you understand about this part. Yeah, if you want to fully understand this part, please go to do a lot of practice. So 7 days to SPM, so sad and stressed. Please don't feel stressed. You just see SPM as something like testing how much you understand within these 5 years. So yeah, this is the purpose of exam one. Of course, I know good result actually can lead to good college or good university or lead to scholarship, and then your parent might feel very happy if you get a good result. But then you just do your best lah, because stress doesn't help much. Stress, a lot of students, they will feel stressed and then they will feel panic. They will just panic in the exam hall. So but stress also do have the positive stress and negative stress. Positive stress actually will push you to work harder, and then it will push you to actually more hardworking within this 7 days. And negative stress actually will make you eat a lot, and then you will feel depression, and then you feel anxiety, you will feel to give up. I hope your stress here is a positive stress. Because I just hope you can actually score well in your SPM, because it's just 7 days to go, and math and AddMath is something very easy to score A. So yes, actually I have quite a lot of video for math and AddMath in my YouTube channel. You can try to gain something from there. Even some videos I know my pronunciation and my English is terrible, but then I think the content is over there. I hope you can understand the way I teach. So don't feel so stressed and don't feel so anxiety. I guess it's just an exam. You just do your best lah. You do your best. I think your parent will understand, your teacher will understand, and then you will understand yourself as well. But 7 days still can make some difference. I mean, at least maybe you memorize some formula before you go into the exam hall. The formula might help you. You memorize certain topic. I mean, you can maybe memorize one chapter, and that chapter come out might help you to score better. So don't give up, because a lot of students will think only left 7 days. Then what can they do? So they're just like since can't do much on 7 days, then they just go to sleep and eat every day. Still can make a lot of difference. So just do your best in these 7 days. Maybe you fully utilize your time. I guess 7 days is still quite long. If every day is 10 hours, there's 70 hours. 70 hours can study for so many chapters. But of course, I understand you have so many subjects as well, but do your best. You are a student, you should know this is your responsible. This is what I can say. When go to live again, next week will be last week of having the live, which is the next week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Mostly it's 8 to 10 or 8:30 to 10:30, something like that lah. Next time, can share the paper before you stream to YouTube. Actually, I can share to the group as well. You go to join the Y equals to mx+c private group. Maybe I can share there. So the next week, we will actually discuss the Johor paper 2 for MF, and then we will discuss the SBP paper 2 for mathematics, and then we will discuss about Pahang paper 2, which is on Sunday, Pahang paper 2. Yeah, for MF. Sure, I will actually post all these paper to the group. Where can I join group, sir? Yeah, you just go to Facebook and then you search y equals to mx plus c, which is a straight line equation if your math is good. Yeah, you just go to Facebook there and then you search y equals to mx plus c, and then you will see few y equals to mx plus c. You join the one private group. I guess they have 3,000 plus students inside there. And then of course you feel free to join my page as well. My page actually have around 11,000 students. And if you want me to send to you on Telegram, I don't know how many of you have Telegram. You can join my Telegram group as well, and then I can share to you over there also. And then you can open. Yeah, Telegram is something look like WhatsApp. Yeah, I can share with you over there. Yeah, there's few ways I can share to you lah. Which is the equation if you are good. Yeah, it's because a lot of students ask me what's y equals to mx plus c. You, as an MF student, you should know y equals to mx plus c. It's a straight line equation. It's a linear equation. This equation cannot use for quadratic curve. Okay, so if you have the Telegram, yeah, you go to add the y equals to mx plus c, the Telegram, and then I can share the exam paper to you over there also. Yeah, if you want to know how to add that one, basically, let me check. Can I share it here or not? Okay, I try to share here. Okay, give me some time. I'm not so sure how to. Oh, yep, I see something here. Okay, so yeah, this is the Telegram group link. Yeah, you can join here. You can click here to actually join the group. And then if you want to see the video updates, you can actually, I can share to you the link for that also. Or you just go to the Telegram and then you search y equals to mx plus c. You should be able to find me. I mean, not to find me, to find my channel in Telegram, because some students just think go to Facebook is very troublesome. Yeah, I think that's all. Group got WhatsApp group. So far, I didn't create WhatsApp group. Because WhatsApp can only invite people, which you must have the people. I mean, you must have those people handphone number. Then only you can invite them. You cannot invite in the through the link. So I didn't create any WhatsApp group because I just do not want. It's very hard for me to get a handphone number from all the students. So I only use Telegram for right now. Maybe we will use the WhatsApp in the future. Yep, I haven't have my dinner yet, and I will go to have my dinner later, definitely. Yeah, so if there's nothing, just do your best in these 7 days. I guess the next week is the last week for the virtual class, but I guess you already start exam already. Focus on the subject you are facing right now, soon. One thing that math and MF teacher is that there's every problem. Is that to every problem there's a solution. Yeah. Definitely, all the problem you should have the solution, but maybe sometimes we haven't found out the solution yet. Yeah, then maybe you can focus on your BM. BM, I guess, a lot of things to study as well. Yeah, you please get an A. If you're really good, try your best to get A, or not necessarily A, just improve a lot in your math and MF, and then maybe you can give me a testimonial in my Facebook there, or you can share my group or page to more students. I hope I can help more students there. Why you want to know about my age? My age is not so important here. Yeah, I guess that's all for today. If there's nothing, I will actually end the live class. Yeah, math for A is very easy. MF is hard, but then the A for MF, I think 60 to 65 mark, you already get A already. So it's very easy to get A as well for me. When is my birthday? Yeah, my birthday will 25th April. Okay. Yeah, please rest well. Tomorrow is Monday, and I guess most of SPM students don't go to school, so you just wake up early and then you just start do revision or do some past year. Yeah, do whatever you can. Fully utilize these 7 days. Okay, it's very close. Yeah, just 4 days late than me. Okay, I guess that's all. I will just end the broadcast. So yeah, because this whatever conversation actually will record and then we'll post in my YouTube channel. I just do not want to talk so much about some the things not related to the math. Okay, so yeah, that's all. Enjoy your Sunday and good night. Have a good rest. Bye bye.